And when I reported to Dr. Lloyd's laboratory on September 1st, I came with my draft letter. I said, here, I'm joining the Army on September 23rd. And I was told that they could not keep me out of the Army because they did that. If you were working on a project in the hospital, and when the project ended, you had to go. But for me and for them, when I came back from the Army, my job was waiting for me. Yeah. And so obviously I came back. I came back to talk to Dr. Lloyd, as I said, on September 1st. And he was there, and again, he was there with the next senior person in the laboratory who was gone by the time I came back. And he said, you know, I know a Dr. So-and-so who's a well-known psychiatrist in Washington, and he is also the head of the I think, neuroscience or whatever department at the Walter Reed Research Center, which did basic research, among other things. And he's always interested in knowing who gets drafted. Why don't you write him a letter? Yeah, I became a letter writer, you know. I mean, so I wrote him a letter, who said, well, yes, please send me all, appropriate material, and we will do the best we can to get you into the Army in Walter Reed. So I sent him everything. I don't think I sent him my thesis. Maybe I did, I don't know. And so I went into basic training, which in my case lasted only 8 weeks. I think if you were going into the infantry, it was much longer. But at the end of 8 weeks, they put up a bulletin board, so you knew where you were going. So I went to look at the bulletin board, Walter Reed. So I went to Walter Reed as a private, was put on snow shoveling duty. It was winter. And about 3 days later, I remember I called up the Department of Neurophysiology. I said, I don't know whether you know whether I'm here or not, but I'm shoveling snow. Later in the day, the company first sergeant called me up, and he said, Wilson, I don't know, he said, how that department got along before you got here, but I think you better show up, but it may fall apart otherwise. So I went, and was introduced all around. They had very good people there. A couple were in the Army. One was a man who actually had been at Merck. He was a doctor, and he had been caught in the doctor's draft. And there were, I think, more. One was a civilian who actually did experiments at NIH, and he was sort of my supervisor, and they were very good people. And later on, while during my stay there, and David Hubel arrived there. He was a doctor who came from McGill, although he was American, had done some work in MIT, EMG. He came to the department, and he eventually went to Hopkins and then to Harvard, and together with Thorsten Wiesel, who for a while was president here. Yes, so I was at Walter Reed, and the man who sort of was my supervisor, which he really wasn't, worked, he was a mammalian physiologist, and that is really, his technician really taught me a lot So this was where I really became transformed from an insect physiologist to a mammalian physiologist. Although for a while I thought I might like to do some work on insects. And we looked for insects in some of the corridors, cockroaches, but there weren't any. And they sent me to another place. I was given a car to go get cockroaches in a big, at that place. I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm a nothing. And I brought the insects back, and they never worked on them, actually. And so I got out of the army eventually, and then came back to Rockefeller.